Hi, very good morning, Gene from Mathstyle. Guys, in this video I just want to explain what the strategy is. I also want to say, it's been 3 months since we've done a pole shift positioning on YouTube. There's more than one reason behind this, but I've got an ambition, and if you want to, you can help me try and achieve it. It's not mandatory, it's entirely up to you, but I want to try and get at least 10,000 of the 58,000 subscribers joining us over on Patreon. And I will say that we are a very long way off that. We're about 120 at the moment, but that doesn't mean it can't change. But the only way that's going to happen is if you guys come over there and make that change happen. I don't think asking for 10,000 people is a big ask. I think we can do it. It may take a couple of years, but at least if we start now, we can keep informing people of the magnetic pole position, which no one can get anywhere else other than this platform, because we've got the dedicated equipment to do that. The idea of this is that you don't have to invest large quantities of money for that equipment, just so that you find out where the magnetic North Pole is if you are like-minded and interested in the topic of the magnetic pole migration. It's not just the pole migration that we do here, as you guys know. We look at the other anomalies that are important, like climate change related CO2. We've got the equipment to detect atmospheric CO2 along with atmospheric oxygen levels, and then we've got radiation equipment which detects gamma, beta and alpha particles. We've got muon detectors which detects the subatomic particles of atoms like muons. And we don't just have them here in the UK, we have them also out in other parts of the world. Mainly one that regularly updates us is one of our superheroes, Kendall from Canada. He's got not just one of our muon detectors, he's also got one of our magnetometers as well, and regularly, every week, sends us, or every other week, sends us the data from those. And you guys know why it's important to use the scientific method of using equipment to monitor these anomalies, because we get an accurate reading of what is actually going on. That's beneficial for us because we don't have to trust everything from the mainstream scientific organisations in what they're saying, because we've got our own equipment in this community, and we know what we gather is our own unbiased information on that anomaly, such as the magnetic pole migration. So, I would love it if you'd come over there and join us on Patreon, and you can help me try and achieve that target of 10,000 people. There is only one other thing I want to say. It's been a bit of a struggle over the last 2 years on YouTube to communicate in an uncensored way. I've tried to communicate with regards to the pandemic. I got struck for that, and you'll probably notice that every time I mention anything to do with climate change or CO2, a banner appears on the bottom of our videos that we produce here on YouTube. It's nothing short of propaganda and massive censoring, and I think that the Patreon channel that we've got is more liberal, allows us to talk more freely on these topics, and that means I get a better chance to not only educate some people in the field of magnetic pole or geomagnetics, let's say, as well as other things like CO2 and things like that, but the main thing is it's not being censored by YouTube, and that really should be the main reason why you would want to come over there to that channel, so that you are not getting censored information. It's a real struggle sometimes to try and avoid certain keywords that YouTube's algorithms pick up, and it's just, like I say, a little bit more liberal over on Patreon, and a little bit more of the democracy exists with regards to freedom of speech, freedom of sharing ideas on Patreon, as opposed to the way it is. And I'm pretty sure that you'll agree with me. You've probably seen some of your other favourite subscribers saying that they're being filtered, that they're being unsubscribed from the channels that they're subscribed to, and that they aren't even being notified of a new video that particular subscription has been providing for people. At least we are for now uninterrupted on that platform. And there's nothing that YouTube offers that Patreon doesn't offer now. You can do live broadcasting on that channel. And I just want to speak a little bit more freely and a little bit more openly without the fear of being censored like we are here. So we do have a great community of like-minded people already. Like I say, there is 120 people over there on Patreon, and I would just love to bring those people that we've got here on YouTube, if we could just bring 1/5 of those people over to Patreon, that would be great. But if we could bring more, that would be even better, because what we're in the business of here is informing people of some huge anomalies that are taking place other than just political stuff. And I'm going to try and keep it just science-based over on the platform of Patreon for you. So guys, there's not much more to say. It has been 3 months. I know some of you have missed the latest poll positioning, and what we're going to be offering over there on Patreon is a little bit more of a bespoke package for people that are interested in the anomaly of geomagnetics and other earthly important topics. So I'd love to see you over there. I'm sure our community would welcome you as well. So with that, having said that, there's a link down there in the description, and I'll say what I usually do. As always, bye for now.